women have been telling us for 50 years, equality, equality, equality. So they finally got equality in the pension.
They didn't want equality on the pensions.
No, they didn't.
Do you know what a Waspi women is?
Yeah.
Woman is. Would you like to tell our viewers?
Waspi women are the women who were born in the late 50s who then had their retirement date changed, because women used to retire at 60 and then it was raised to 65 and then 66. So there's...
Isn't it 67 now?
No, it's going to be 67 in about 10 years or something.
But as you say, they wanted equality.
Well, so... I was going to get into that.
Go on.
So they missed out on retiring early.
Yeah.
But on the plus side to that, women have been telling us for 50 years, equality, equality, equality. So they finally got equality in the pension.
They didn't want equality on the pensions.
No, they didn't. So about 1 million, affected 1.5 million women or something like that.
3.8 million women.
Right. So then they've been campaigning now about how unfair this is, and they didn't know about it. Everyone knew about it, so stop lying. There was an issue with sending them letters, so they didn't get as many letters as they should have got informing them decades ago what was happening. So I looked at who runs the pensions department in the government. It's split into 3 sections: top managers, middle managers, lower workers, admin staff. At every stage, there's more women working in those departments than men. So the department's run by women. If you didn't get your letters, that's women's fault. This is one of those things. I don't feel sorry for Waspi women at all. I don't think they deserve any money. We equalise an unfair pension system, and some women are unhappy about it. Now, let's talk about Labour and the Waspi women. For so many years now, all the Labour front benches, including Jeremy Corbyn wrote it into his manifesto that he would pay out the Waspi women.
They would be, yeah, they would
compensated.
Be compensated, yeah.
It wasn't in Keir Starmer's manifesto, but Keir Starmer, the Chancellor, and Lisa Nandy, they've all been pictured with the Waspi women over years, holding signs.
Correct.
That used to say refugees welcome, but they scrubbed them out that day and wrote support the Waspi women, and they've all said...
What was that woman said it holding up a post? I don't know if it's true or not. It says my pussy is open for refugees. Have you seen that?
That's true.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. That's how mental some of the woke left. I mean, she's an outlier. They're not all as mental as her, but...
She's insane.
Yeah.
I thought that was being made up.
Yeah, no. I sort of looked into that, and it turns out it was true, as far as I could find. So
you're correct. So there are now pictures surfacing. Now that Labour said Waspi women aren't going to get their money back, there's now pictures surfaces. Rachel, they now call her Rachel from Accounts, by the way.
Yeah.
Rachel Reeves. Rachel from Accounts, pictured with the Waspi women saying, we'll restore the Waspi thing. Liz Kendall, the Work and Pensions Minister, picture with the Waspi women. And also Keir Starmer, pictured with the Waspi women saying, we'll restore the Waspi women. And they're not. Once again, another massive U-turn by the Labour government.
It doesn't matter if I think they deserve the compensation or not. That's not the issue.
Yes, correct. That's not the issue.
The issue here is we had a Labour Party in opposition promising, lying to a group of women that when we get into power, we're going to do these things for you. The second they get into power, they then say, we're not doing it. Doesn't matter if I agree with it or not. You can't have oppositions and people lying to us barefaced like that. So we vote for them and then them saying, we're not doing it now. That's not how democracy works. That's absolutely appalling. This is worse than the pensioners' allowance, with winter fuel allowance.
Yeah.
Because the
numbers are involved are massive. Yeah. Yeah.
Name the number. It's just out and out lying to people's faces.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's another nail in the coffin of the uni party, isn't it? Which is basically both parties, we now know, make promises and then renege on them immediately once they're in power. So you're basically not voting in a democracy anymore, are you? You're voting for one or two parties, both of whom lie. basically. Both who will not deliver on the promises they made to the British public. This is another example. By the way, I do agree with Waspy women. I think they should get their pension.
Right, I don't. We need some
but yours is just a gut instinct of relating to your misogyny.
No, but just that
dislike of feminists.
No, it's because I am the true feminist in this conversation. I want equality for women. But what happens is we've treated women...
You're not becoming a woman, are you? Is it? Again.
We've treated women so special for so long that once we start treating them as equals, it feels like discrimination.
Yes.
And that's what this is about. How dare you treat me like a man? You discriminate. No. You wanted to be treated like a man. So now...
I don't think all women wanted to be treated like that. But you tend to lump them all together.
But we have to talk in generalisations. We haven't got time not to talk in generalisations.
No, but I don't think all of those 3.8 million women were avowed feminists demanding equal rights to men. They can't have been. Maybe 10% of them.
No, I would say 99% of them would say, yes, I wanted equal rights as men. But just not in this particular thing.